Hello everyone, welcome to Applied Finance Simplified. This video is meant for all entrepreneurs, traders, manufacturers, or business people who wish to avail simplified tax compliance. Yes, you heard me right. Income Tax Act provides presumptive taxation scheme which helps small businessmen who have annual turnover of lower than 2 crore rupees to have a simplified tax compliance regime. Many people do not know about this and hence they cannot take the benefit of it. This is not a new section, it has been there since many years. So let us talk about it. Presumptive taxation scheme under section 44 AD applies to entrepreneurs, whether he is a trader, a wholesaler or a retailer, or a manufacturing unit. Let us talk about the benefits that are available under presumptive taxation. Firstly, there is a very low tax compliance requirement. An assessee has to form ITR 4 if he is opting for presumptive taxation. He has no need to maintain books of accounts. The only requirement is to maintain the record for his sales or turnover. So you have to maintain the receipts of your sales either digitally or in a paper mode. Further, there is no requirement of getting the books of accounts audited under section 44 AB. Further, it helps an assessee to get loans from banks or financial institutions very easily. And you come under tax net, so your income generated from your business is a declared income. So let us now talk about who are the eligible assessees under section 44 AD, or who can avail the benefit of presumptive taxation under section 44 AD. First is the resident individual. Second is the resident HUF. And the third is partnership firm, the resident partnership firm, which is not a limited liability partnership. So not the LLP, but the normal partnership firm, which is unlimited liability. So these are the assessees who can avail the benefit of presumptive taxation under section 44 AD. Now let us talk about businesses which cannot avail presumptive taxation under 44 AD. So a person who's carrying out an agency business like an LIC agent or other agency businesses cannot opt for presumptive taxation under section 44 AD. Another kind of businesses are people who are carrying out business in the nature of commission agents or brokerage. Further, people who are engaged in plying, hiring or leasing of goods carriage, they also cannot opt for presumptive taxation under 44 AD. There is a separate section under which they can opt for presumptive taxation. A person who has total turnover exceeding 2 crores also cannot opt for presumptive taxation. He has to file return of income under normal provisions of business and profession. So presumptive taxation is only applicable to business people who have turnover of below 2 crores. Before we talk about how tax is computed under presumptive taxation scheme, let us first understand how is the tax computed when people do not opt for presumptive taxation scheme. So generally, you record the sales or turnover, and then from this sales that you have made during the previous year, you deduct all your eligible expenses that are allowed as deduction under the Income Tax Act. These are all the business expenses that are allowable as deduction under Income Tax Act to arrive at what is called as the taxable net profit, and tax is calculated on this profit. This is as per the normal income tax provisions. However, under the presumptive taxation scheme, the scheme goes as follows. The final amount of taxable income is assumed at a given rate or percentage under the scheme. So if your turnover is below 2 crores, then you can declare an income of 8% of the turnover under presumptive taxation. Further, this 8% is reduced to 6% if you clock the turnover through either banking transactions or digital modes of payments. Can this income be lower or higher as compared to what are the presumptive taxation rate? Of course, it can be higher or lower. So you can declare an income which is higher as compared to 8% of turnover or 6% of turnover. However, while declaring the income which is lower as compared to 8% of the turnover, you necessarily will then have to maintain the books of accounts as well as get the books of accounts audited. Now let us take an example of presumptive taxation. Let's say you are a retailer having gross turnover during the previous year 21-22 of 1.5 crores. Out of this, 90 lakh is made through cash sales and the balance 60 lakhs is made using digital modes. You have also made an investment in PPF of 1,50,000 to claim Chapter 6A deduction, and your age is assumed to be 40 years. So let's compute taxable income and tax under presumptive taxation scheme. So here, as 90 lakhs is gross turnover booked through cash sales, you will have to apply the rate 8% to 90 lakhs to arrive at presumed taxable income, which is 7,20,000 in this case. Further, for the sales that are made through digital mode, either through bank transactions, that is check or demand draft, or you have collected those receipts on your turnover through either any payment apps, through RTGS, NEFT, all those will be covered under digital modes of payment, and for that turnover you will apply a lower rate of presumptive tax, which is 6%. So on 60 lakhs you will apply 6%, which gives you presumptive taxable income of 3,60,000. So total taxable income under section 44AD would amount to 10,80,000 in this case. Please remember, you will not get any expenditure, business expenditure as deduction from this presumed income, however genuine they might be. So this is the income which is taken as the net taxable income from your business. However, you can take the benefit of Chapter 6A deduction. So if you make investments under Chapter 6A, the section 80C to 80U, then certain sections will be allowed as deductions and you can avail those benefits. So in this case, since you have made investment in PPF to the extent of 1,50,000, you can deduct that from the presumed income under presumptive tax and compute your tax on this income. Now let us talk about whether you can opt out of presumptive taxation scheme under section 4480. So once a person opts for presumptive taxation, he necessarily have to follow the scheme at least for 5 consecutive years. However, if let's say he wants to opt out of the scheme or declare a lower income as compared to 8% as required by the scheme, then he will not be allowed to take the advantage of the scheme for subsequent 5 assessment years. Further, he will also be required to maintain complete set of the books of accounts and also get his books of accounts audited under section 44AB. So friends, I hope now you have understood the provisions of presumptive taxation. If you have any queries, please do write to us. You can use the comment section below to write your questions. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please do like, share and subscribe. Thank you.